Is America really as obese as everyone says? A lot of organizations use something called BMI, or body mass index, to tell how healthy a population is. BMI uses height and weight to separate you into categories. But this can cause some problems because BMI doesn't take into account certain factors, like the difference between fat and muscle.
For example, in a 2010 study, nearly 50% of women were diagnosed as overweight according to their BMI, when they should have been diagnosed as obese. To investigate this further, we calculated BMI by measuring people's weight in pounds, divided it by their height in inches squared, then multiplied it all by 703. These subjects were placed in the categories designated by the CDC. These were underweight, normal, overweight, and obese.
In addition, the scale that we used to weigh participants was also capable of bioelectrical impedance analysis. This measured the amount of fat in the body by using electrical current to determine how much fat slowed down the current speed. People were then placed in body fat percentage categories. Again, underweight, normal, overweight, and obese. And unlike BMI, males and females were classified differently since females typically have a higher percent of body fat. We found that 35% of women and 20% of men were misclassified by BMI. They were put into a lower category when they should have been categorized higher.
These BMI misclassifications have the potential to cause long-term problems. If you are misclassified on your BMI category, you could miss out on treatments that could help prevent obesity-related diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and sleep apnea.
This can also have an impact on your wallet. If you are overweight, it is likely that you will pay more for healthcare in the future. On average, an overweight person pays over $200 more on healthcare than a normal person does, and an obese person pays over $1,600 more on healthcare.
However, some limitations of bioelectrical impedance analysis, which measured body fat percentage as an alternative to BMI, include
Requiring participants to be completely nude while being measured, which we were not able to ask very easily.
to be well hydrated, which we cannot easily require,
And to fast for 3 hours prior to participating in the experiment, which college-age students wouldn't likely do.
So overall, we concluded that BMI is an inaccurate way to classify people's fitness. Our R-squared value was 0.382, which means that BMI had little correlation to body fat percentage. Since the p-value was significantly low, we could say that BMI was not a great indicator of health as most people would think.